Hey everyone, this is Dyer. I am now 23 days post surgery. I kind of owe you guys a video, so here it is video update 23 days after. So, soft mushy is going really well. Trying to get creative is a little bit of a challenge, but I did get to go to a restaurant on the a couple of days ago, and that was a really interesting experience ordering off the kids menu to be able to get the protein that I needed. So it was kind of cool. First time using the card to identify myself as a bariatric patient. So it's kind of like I felt like I was like, oh, finally using my permission slip. The reason why I'm a little squinting because it's kind of sunny out. So anyway, so as you can see with my face, I have been getting thinner. I am now I got to make sure I say this correctly because I keep adding 100 pounds. 228 pounds right now. So my heaviest weight was 277. My starting weight was 259. Right before surgery, I was 256, I think. I think it was 256. No, 250. Yeah, 256. I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, all over the place. Let's just, okay, the beginning of the month, I was 259 before the surgery. So I lost, since then, a total of 31 pounds, so which is kind of cool. Um, Emotionally, I'm doing okay. I have my ups and downs. I'm kind of doing this because my arm's getting tired. I um, I have been going through a lot, quite a bit. I've had my ups and downs emotionally. But a lot of benefits. I had sticker shock regarding the vitamins and everything because I didn't realize how much vitamins I was going to have to take, and there are a lot. There are a lot. I have my bariatric multi, which has been so good for me. I really like them. They're berry flavored, and it has everything. Well, not everything, because I still, on top of that, have to take a B complex. If you haven't guessed, I'm already out. I'm outside, so if you're hearing the sounds of nature, that's why. Um, I decided to take this video outside so you guys can see that this is kind of the environment I've decided daily when it's not too hot. Daily to basically get used to and enjoy myself and just kind of center myself and just relax outside. I did, unfortunately, because Florida has Timothy grass. And if you don't know what Timothy grass is, it's the grass that looks like wheat. I am allergic to it. So, unfortunately, I have gotten an allergic reaction on my underarms because of holding the towel there. So, I've had to put a sheet down, like just a big bed sheet that that we're not using for anything. Wow, it's still wet. That we're not using for anything to basically handle that. And then what I'm going to need to do is just wash it every day, and that way it'll keep it off the towel, so I don't get sick from I don't get an allergic reaction under my arms anymore. So. Which is great because then I can still be outside. I've been getting some sun, as you've been seeing. I did take a break from going outside quite a bit, but I've been definitely getting a lot of sun for my walks. I've been able to walk my dog because he's learned not to pull. He's gotten used to the fact of being on my lap and not trying to get on my belly itself because I've had to teach him not to do that and get him used to not being that high up because he's used to, from before, being able to lay up to here with me and just kind of in that kind of position. And because I loved him being like up to here, but right now because I'm healing, unfortunately I've had to reteach him where he can lay down and where he can't. But no, everything's healing well. This, like I said, I think in the previous I think I mentioned in the previous video that the glue and the scabs are gone. Everything's healing very nicely on the outside. I do feel like a little knot here, and there's like a dimple of one of them here. But so far, it's all good. All really, 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 really good. And let's see here, what else? It's just really nice to be outside. Sometimes you just got to go outside of the house, no distractions, nothing, and just kind of be in the quiet. Because it's Florida and it's really hot, I've had to make sure to put my water bottle underneath and covered because the direct sunlight has gotten it way too hot. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I really don't know what else to say other than, I've been making really good choices. It's been really, one thing I've learned is that when they say, hey, your meals should be 20 or more protein, I've learned that that I really need to stick to that because per meal, because it's like I don't want to have to drink like 60 grams of protein at the end of the day to make up the difference that one meal was only like 5 or 6 grams of protein. And it was really scary because I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get there? And I've learned chicken is a very good source of protein. Salmon is a very good source of protein. Let's see here. I haven't had tuna yet. I did have the tuna salad. But like I said, these are things that are like good to add to other things. Chicken definitely is a good additive. Like for breakfast, I've actually created this whole thing. So what we did was we took chicken breast that I had already pre-sorted into 4 ounces for when I was on the insanity workout that didn't work for me. For the second time, the first time it did work for me. This is the second time, unfortunately, because I had too many complications. I was getting hurt. It just wasn't working. But yeah, let's see here. I've been walking a lot more, so I've been doing a lot of more walking. It's been definitely helping with my self-esteem. It's been helping me with my health. Did I mention I was no longer diabetic? Yeah, I did with the previous video that I'm no longer diabetic. I was really, really happy with that. And things have been great. Honestly, I've not been so thirsty. I still don't feel hunger. I'm still not hungry. Once again, when I explained it to my friends, do you get hungry? I'm like, no. Don't get me wrong. If I miss the time I should eat, my body starts to get a little painful. It starts to hurt a little bit to let me know that I have not eaten, that I need to eat and I need to intake some food. But that's been stuff that I'm still learning and still kind of getting used to. But hunger, no, I don't get hunger like, oh my gosh, I smell like cupcakes or cinnamon rolls or something like that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that smells so good, I want to eat it. No, it's more like curiosity now. It's like, oh, I wonder what that tastes like. That's pretty much kind of how everything is with me now. It's more food curiosity than it is hunger. That's the best way for me to describe it. And when I get stressed out, and I have been getting stressed out over certain things, I haven't been turning to food. It's like for a split second, I catch myself. I'm like, no, I don't need that. I really don't need that. I used to go to food when I was stressed out, especially with like things going on with me personally. I used to get really, really stressed out. And so it's like I've been able to stop myself from doing that. And it's been really good for me. The other thing that's been really helping me is going outside, just taking some time to go outside, to enjoy the sunshine, enjoy nature, and just be in the quiet. And I mean, today you guys are invited into my quiet because I just wanted to kind of get into this whole thing and explain it. I know I did it in the previous video, but it's I didn't talk about this place though. I don't think I did in the last video. I don't remember. Um, so yeah, it's been really good for me to go outside. I've been waiting, when it's not so hot, so I don't get so burned. But apparently, I've been getting some good sun, and and I, yeah, it's just been good to go to like things that make me happy. I mean, the other day I went to Ulta just to walk around, and I didn't realize. One thing I realized that you should. I mean, there's a free app called Map My Walk. It, or if you have a Fitbit, I mean, seriously, track. I mean, this is really interesting. We went to the grocery store one day just to get a couple items, and I realized that I walked 1.02 miles in the store, just walking around getting what we needed. The other thing is that we realized, like when I went to Ulta with my friend yesterday, with my friend Kai, we walked around. We were browsing while he was shopping. I was browsing, and just learning some things that I needed for my cosplay. And we walked roughly 2.25 miles in that store alone. Only in that store, from the parking lot to that store, just walking around in that store, we walked 2.25 miles over almost over an hour and a half. I would say, yeah, about almost an hour and a half of just walking, and it was nice. It was really, really nice to be able to do that. And so I kind of like I got my walk in without realizing that I exercised my walk, and it was good. It was really, really good to do that and to feel that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you all. It's already over my normal talk, but I just want you all to understand that this has been the best choice that I made. It was my last option when it came to my health, to get my health back in check, and it has been the best decision. Yeah, there are some things that I thought I was prepared for, but until it happens, how can you really prepare for life until it happens? You could think all you could think until it's there. And I've learned to take slower bites, to eat slower, make sure my food is more bugs, more moist and more juicy and more liquidy. But it's one of those things that you learn as you go. And you really can't, unless it's, you're doing it, you can't understand. For someone like me that has gastric sleeve, you can't drink and you can't eat at the same time. And the reason why is that my stomach is so small that it can only hold so much. And so you can't drink and eat at the same time. Because if you drink and eat, then you're not getting enough protein in. You're most likely going to have more liquid in. I have to wait 30 minutes between eating and drinking, vice versa, to be able to have one or the other. And so, like right now, I'm hydrating myself, so I'm having as many fluids as I can. So yeah, I mean that's really the gist of it for this week. I promise that once I have my 30-day mark post surgery is the 26th, but I don't see my nutritionist till the 31st. So I'm going to email her and ask her, hey, since day 30 is approaching, can I go to regular food then, and just stick to regular proteins then? Will that be okay until our meeting, and then I'll introduce vegetables? So that's the thing. I'm starting to slowly get back my normal life again, and it's exciting that the 26th is day 30. So it's getting there. I'm 7 days away from my 30-day mark. I will definitely make a video on day 30 to celebrate my 30th day. So expect the video then. So, yay. I will talk to you later. Supermud out.